Welcome tarot readers. Today I'm going to do a flip through and a review of the Flights of Fantasy deck. This is a Kickstarter deck that I ordered quite some time ago. The first thing I want to let you know is there are timestamps down below or chapters if you are on your cell phone so that you can flip to the area of the video that you're most interested in. I'm going to do a flip through of the deck. I'm not going to give any commentary on the cards at all, so you'll be able to look at them and have your own fresh ideas about the deck themselves. I realize this deck is very particular and some of you are going to love it and some of you will not. So use those timestamps to flip around to where you want to go. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm April and I talk about tarot and witchery on here. I have some free PDF tarot printables for those of you who are interested, and those are down in the description box below. Those are totally free and they are for your tarot journal. All right, so here's where I tell you what my personal opinion on this deck is. I have a lot of decks and I've been reading tarot for a lot of years. I have to say I'm very disappointed with this deck. I thought that there would be a lot more substance to it. There are things that I like about this deck. And so I want to say this right off the bat. You know, first of all, this is my opinion. I have my own style of reading and I have my own things that I enjoy about the tarot. And there are reasons why I've chosen the tarot as an oracle to connect with. I do enjoy some of the traditional tarot symbolism and the usage of the basic system of the tarot. And I feel that this deck does not stick to that. It doesn't use the traditional symbols. And for me, the cards themselves are not very emotive. So by that, I mean that what it seems to me, and this is absolutely beautiful artwork. Let me just say that. Just gorgeous artwork. The color theme is lovely. I really think that's great. There's a couple cards that I absolutely do love and think stick to the traditional tarot system. For instance, the Strength card here. I think that's lovely. I think it really captures the gentle power of strength and some of the traditional symbols. The Hanged Man card, I absolutely love this. The emerging from the chrysalis, but still coming out, still emerging, like on the verge of that. Now, traditionally, the Hanged Man card tends to be a little bit more about being putting yourself into a place of confinement in order to transform. So this is kind of on the edge of that. It's not exactly emerging. The Temperance card, I thought this was interesting. Again, very culturally significant. You would have to know that the sitar is an instrument that requires a lot of practice. It's very difficult to play. It's very difficult to get right. It's very difficult to tune. And so that really shows the essence of this card to a certain extent, because there's a lot more to the Temperance card than this. That being said, to me, almost all the faces are the same on this card. They seem very disconnected. It's as though the artist was really into drawing beautiful women, and they are beautiful, but they're all kind of giving this sort of sultry look at you. And it doesn't have a lot to do with emoting. It's very dark in its representation, and that's fine, because maybe, actually there are tons of you out there that love that sort of dark academia sort of feel. But as far as recommending this to a beginner, I would not. Reading this intuitively, if you use this to read intuitively, you would just be getting this same sort of bland messages. I mean, she's just standing there with the same sort of come hither look on her face. Some of them definitely have some symbols in the background, but for the most part, there's not a lot that you're going to get out of these cards. I have to say this, I've had a string of disappointing decks, and this is one of them. I will keep it. I will keep it in the tin. I probably will try to read with it maybe a couple times, just because you never know. Every tarot creator has their own view of the tarot and the tarot system, and there could be something here that I'm missing that they are trying to teach me. And so I will honor them, and I will honor their work by opening my mind and doing a reading. First impressions of this deck, though, are that this is beautiful art and it is not tarot. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and you might want to check out these videos over here, and you might want to check me out on my other channel over here where I read tarot, and you can learn from me that way. Until we meet again, blessed be.